Hi everyone, welcome to the intuitive card reading for the month of January 2025. Oh my goodness, you guys know, well, maybe some of you guys don't know, but the new year is my favorite holiday. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We move into a new calendar year, and so we move into a new numerology year, so universal year. So it's a universal year of 9, and this is the first month of that. And 9 is always about forgiveness. It's about humanitarian work, and it's about endings. Okay, so a lot of things are going to be ending for us this year. I'm only doing the monthly here in this video. Please check out my yearly video that I will be posting as well soon. And you will get a better idea broken down by month. What else do I have to tell you guys? Yeah, so I'm loving new energy. I'm a Gemini sun. So I just love new beginnings. Okay, so we have to have an ending before we have a new beginning, but there is some fresh energy that's ushering itself in January. So hopefully this reading reflects that. So yeah, so please like this video, guys. Please share it with anybody that needs to hear the energies for, again, January 2025, first month of the new year. So exciting. Please subscribe to this channel. And please put comments down below. Let me know what resonates. Let me know what doesn't. Let me know what your new resolutions are. I love resolutions as well, so put them down below. And any feedback is always welcome. Just be kind. Okay, same 4 decks, shuffled, of course, different order from any of the previous weeklies, at least the last 2, I think. Whatever, if that's right or not, it feels intuitively right, this order. So, all right, guys, let's begin. Let's not chit chat too much. All right, what do we need? Again, first month of the new year. Healer! Yay! Oh my God. Yes, 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 yes. I had a feeling this might be here, and I was hoping it would be. Guys, don't we need a bunch of healing in the new year? We have healer. We had it in the last full week of December. We had it in the overall outcome. So I'm actually not surprised that it's here as well. And now it's in the light. So I knew it was temporary, okay? Where we weren't being our own healers. So now we are. Okay, so passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're transforming things. Being healed means integrating our pain and becoming whole again. Okay, so we need to do that. Okay, we need to really, really dive into that. Again, sometimes the first energy, the first card really brings a lot, like a very, very strong energy, and it's no different here. So we need to bring that healer energy into January. Some of you guys might be like, oh God, I thought you said it was going to be new energy and I was going to be done healing from this crap. Because I could understand how somebody could feel that way. But it's really, really good energy to have in the first month of the year. Trust me. It just means that you're taking care, you're taking control and, on your journey, on your whatever healing journey that you're actually on, and you're taking accountability, and you're taking charge, and you are making it happen. Okay, so when we believe it's going to happen, when we know it's going to happen, when we think it's going to happen, when we feel it's going to happen, and then we actually take action to make it happen, it's going to happen. Okay, so I see it as a good thing. All right, action needed. All right, we have Yang. Okay, so interesting, because the last week, see how the energies change like that? It's so interesting. We have Yang now, which is masculine energy. So this is saying that we need to get into masculine energy. We have the 1, so that is always new beginnings. I'm telling you, I'm loving this. I'm in a good place right now. Loving this energy. So it's basically saying that we have to we need to take action on our masculine energy. And masculine energy is about action taking. So this is about, it looks like we are going to be doing a lot this month. We're going to be activating that masculine energy, which is great, is that we're going to get things done. Okay, so a lot of things that maybe you haven't been able to get done in the last few years, the last few months, maybe the last few weeks, you're going to be able to starting in January, which is great. So activate that part of yourself. Okay, issue. Excuse me, guys. Okay, lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay, so we're having issues reaping rewards. We're having issues celebrating our success. We're having issues appreciating how far we've come, and it's really important that we do that, especially about the last couple of years, the last year in general. It would not be a bad idea in January to be like, wow, I really have come far. I've really grown. I've really, I'm not in the same place that I was this last January, because I know January does bring up a lot of, I mentioned resolutions earlier. Maybe you didn't, check off all the boxes last year of what you wanted to do resolution wise. And so it brings up some of that stuff, right? But at the same time, maybe you did accomplish some things. Guys, I've had one thing on, it's kind of funny, but not really, right? It's a little bit of dark humor. I've had one thing, okay, on my list to do to heal last year, and I didn't, okay? So hopefully this is my year, cross my fingers. I feel that it is. But what I should be looking at is how it's not like I haven't moved the needle at all. I've definitely gotten, way better, but I haven't healed completely. So the Spirit is saying you need to look at how far you've come, the journey, right, of what you did accomplish, not necessarily what you didn't accomplish, okay? Even though, like I said, the things that you didn't accomplish are valid, okay? But this is basically saying you're having a hard time really seeing that side, seeing like, okay, yeah, this is how far I've come. I have had successes, okay? I have had, I have got, I have gone through the challenges and stuff like that. So yeah, so really focus on that, but we're having issues doing that. So, try to embody that as much as possible. Okay, challenge, we have change. Okay, so we have a challenge with change, which is telling me that there is going to be change. I can't wait to see what comes out in the change slot there. But this is basically saying that it's going to be challenging. There's going to be some kind of change in January, obviously. Not radical change. We don't have catalysts, but we do have change. So it's something that you've been working on, or a gradual change of some kind. So it's not going to be so sneaky or radical or sudden or anything like that. So it definitely does feel like you feel yourself changing, and you might have an issue with it, right? It just might be challenging. Speaking of growth, we might be growing a lot in this month, and it just might be challenging in a way, but not impossible, but just challenging, okay? So what is actually going to change? Lover in the shadow, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Okay, I don't love this, but the shadow of the lover. All right, I don't love this, guys. So, but you guys know I tell you, the good, the bad, the ugly. So, but what's really good, what's really bad, right? So, obsessed. Okay, so the lover in the shadow, that energy is like obsessive devotion, sometimes love addiction. So basically, this is saying that you might be changing into, let's put it this way, it's not a good month for anxious attachments, okay? So I'm an anxious attachment, I could say that. So it's not great for us, okay? So something might be activated. Maybe we have a new crush. Maybe it starts to consume us, etc., etc. Limerence is another way to put that. Or we get obsessed about, and I don't mean like, by the way, this doesn't feel super dark, so I don't feel like people are going to start stalking you, or you're going to start stalking somebody or something like that. It doesn't feel that extreme in that way. It just feels like maybe our thoughts get a little obsessive, or we start, putting our energy and our time towards somebody in more of an excessive type way. And again, I know I said I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm always committed to the truth, and this could be seen as like a positive or a negative, right? Because it feels like maybe for some people that have been neglecting their relationship, maybe they are devoting more time and maybe their thoughts, their energy, their money, towards their significant other, in this month. And then you could see that as a positive, So it could look differently. It is in the shadow. So usually that is like obsessive more in the negative. But again, it depends on how you look at it. And again, I'm reading for the collective, so it could look differently for everybody. But I don't love it. But we can overcome it. And I don't love seeing that as an anxious attachment for sure. So yeah. All right, what do we need to focus on? Serendipity. Okay, so we need to focus on what's meant to be, what flows, taking a chance, having more luck, things like that. So focusing on how to get things to flow more. yeah, there's not too much more I can say on that. And you guys know how we get things to flow more, right? We continuously make decisions that feel good to our soul. Okay, that's how we continuously get into flow, and we let go of the things that are chaotic, and we let go of the things that are forceful. Okay, so focus on that. You know, it doesn't feel major, but just, you know, pay attention to the little things. Okay, so let it flow. That's all I can say here. Okay, reflect. What do we need to reflect on? Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Okay, so reflect on your inner knowing, which is part of your intuition. It's a channel of your intuition. It is a one of the clairs, right? Inner knowing is claircognizance. So basically it's saying focus on what you know. It's one of the weird ones because I would actually say it's the most weird one, because sometimes you just know things, you know? Like for me, I know I'm going to recover. Okay, it's just about when. Okay, so it's an inner knowing that I have, and thank God, because it's been a really good tool to have in my toolbox, obviously, during this crazy time. So it's saying honor your inner knowing, like be appreciative of that. Maybe journaling on all the times that your knowing has showed up and been of service to you. Like I just mentioned an example for me. So reflect on that for sure. Okay, what do we got going on for responsibilities? We have, guys, we have the healing card again. We had this in the last week. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this so much. Your responsibilities are healing. I love that the last week of December, and then we've got the first month here of January, is about healing energy, and I'm loving it. So your responsibilities are to continue to heal. That's it. I think that's a good message for me and everybody else that's going out there in a healing journey. I can't wait to see what's in health and wellness, though. Okay, money and finances. Money, finances, and career, you guys know I put them all in the same category. Okay, we have the shadow advocate, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Okay, okay, so it's saying don't be an advocate for the wrong things, quote unquote wrong things, for the things that don't matter. Okay, it's almost like an energy of like intentionality coming through here. So basically it's saying you're focusing on advocating for the wrong things. You're focusing for advocating on things that are minuscule or not necessary, or are not going to get you where you need to go. So almost like an energy of like the spirit is saying, like, pick your battles. You know, don't advocate for things that don't matter, or do you feel like you can't win, or you know, or it's an uphill battle, or you know, whatever. However you want to, you know, I can give you all the all those wonderful phrases, you know, metaphorically, all I want, but I think you guys get it. And the fact that it's money, finances, and career, this is almost like kind of like working with, you know, office politics, workplace politics, like making sure that you know you're managing your energy correctly, and you're managing your time correctly, and you're again picking your battles, and you're not necessarily fighting something that you can't win. And I do want to put a disclaimer here, because justice is something really important to me, and you know, advocacy is really important to me. You know, this is not saying to ignore all injustices. This is basically saying know what battles you know are worth fighting. That's basically what it's saying here. So this has to do with money, finances, and career. Like an example is what's a good example? Oh, your landlord owes you $1,000 for your security deposit when you moved, and they're not giving it back to you because of X, Y, and Z, and now you want to sue them, but it cost like $5,000 to get a lawyer to get back that $1,000. So you'll be out of $5,000 to get $1,000, so you'll be out $4,000 in general, right? So that's what it's saying. It's saying pick your battles. Sometimes you gotta just like let things go, and instead of being out $4,000, be out $1,000, like that kind of thing. Trust me, I understand the injustice part of it, but use your intuition with this, as you should do with everything. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Okay, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Flexible. Okay, so your flexibility is coming out. So you're going to be flexible with something. And there's not too much more I can say here. You're using your flexibility and your adaptability traits, I guess I would say, or your skills, and going with the flow with something. And I see that as a positive thing. All right, friends. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Okay, so this, right off the jump, it's kind of like saying, enjoy your peace. There might be something like broken is such a strong word. There might be like a conflict within someone in your, someone that you're friends with or somebody that you surround yourself with. But it actually brings you more peace. So embrace the peace part of it, not necessarily the conflict part of it, if that makes sense. So if you get in a fight with a friend because they've been really toxic lately and you brought it up to them and they got mad or something like that, but, and they stopped speaking to you, focus more of the energy on the peace of it, right? The peace and quiet rather than the actual conflict, if that makes sense. It doesn't, again, it doesn't mean, never make up with your friend or anything like that, but it's basically saying like, enjoy the peace that maybe comes with conflict is what it's saying here. That's an interesting little message there. Okay, romantic connection, bond. Oh, I love this. Okay, so great, strong bond. I like this, especially since we got that upside down lovers card over there with the change. So romantic connection, embrace the bonds that you have with people romantically. If you're dating, this could mean that you meet somebody that you bond with on a romantic connection. This means this is fair as well for more intimate relationships. Not too much more I can say here, but I love it. Okay. What's important? Gossip. Okay. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Okay. So this is about, and this is in the light. So honoring trust. Okay. So this is about someone telling secrets and not sharing secrets. So it's important that if somebody tells you something this week, to make sure you're not telling other people or letting the cat out of the bag or gossiping or anything like that. But I definitely do feel like somebody might tell you something that's really near and dear to them. Maybe not a secret per se, but they're vulnerable with you. They tell you something. It's because they trust you. So honor the trust that somebody gives to you this week for sure. And actually, it could be placed onto you as well. So if you decide to tell somebody maybe one of your secrets, use your intuition on who you should tell. But it's you may get this overwhelming feeling that you could trust them. But mostly, I feel like it's in the receiving end, meaning like if somebody tells you something. They're telling you something because they trust you, and so honor that for sure. Don't gossip about it. Okay, health and wellness. This one always makes me nervous. Exchanging gifts. Okay, so this is about even give and take. So what you give, you get back. So exchanging gifts. So exchanging energy. So I love this. So this might be even like a barter situation too with health and wellness. If you can give something to somebody to get something back, that would be really awesome. If you could pay something forward from maybe what you've learned on your health journey or something like that, that would also be a positive thing. So it's an even give and take, and again, very positive here. All right, overall outcome, we have winter, take care of your needs. Okay, well, we are in the dead of winter, right, in January, so thanks for Captain Obvious there with the wolf. Take care of your needs. Okay, so this is saying like, all right, so we're hibernating, so let's take care of our needs, okay? And so, yeah, it's really hard for it. Shout out to everybody that has the 4 seasons, especially like in the Northeast of America, here in Canada. Yeah. So just take care of your needs, whatever you need. Sometimes it can bring on SAD, which is, I think it's seasonal affectiveness, depressive disorder. Take care of yourselves, especially with something like that. Okay, definitely getting, that might be it. Again, a lot of different people watch this, so it can, look differently for everybody. But, make sure you don't neglect yourself. Eat nourishing foods. Take care of yourself. Make sure to shower. All the usual. But also too, if you need, if you need to reach out to a friend, reach out to a friend. So this is really about taking care of your needs. We haven't had a self-care type card in a while. Sometimes the lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards can also be like we have issues with, because it's under issue, we're having issues with self-care. Could mean that. So this is a good reminder to end it. But I'm loving this month. Yeah. The lover makes me a little nervous up here, with the obsessive type stuff. But hopefully, I don't know if I said this before, but I wonder if it's also you were obsessed with somebody and then it gets, you know, what's changing is you kind of cut that off. Okay, maybe, you know, maybe it's the opposite for some of you guys where, you know, you were doing like this limerence and you have been working on your anxious attachment and you kind of have a breakthrough. That would be nice, but I'm not going to lie, guys. I feel it's a little bit more on the negative side. So just take care of yourselves with that. Anxious attachments for sure. And don't forget to focus on you, because that's part of it too, right? Is that sometimes when we get too wrapped up in other people, we forget about our own needs. So definitely take care of your own needs for sure. Don't forget it. Love the healing cards we have. Love it. And yeah, guys, I think it's a pretty good month. I'm excited about this. It's a pretty good reading. You know, fresh energy for the fresh new year. And let me know your resolutions down below. Let me know if this resonates with you. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. I always appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys and have a good month.